All right, so this match review. Sorry, the screen's weird for a reason. Hold on, we'll full screen. Okay, so this match review sent to us by Gibius or Gibius. They have 1093 hours, 1093 hours in the game on PC and 119 hours on Xbox. Roughly 1200 hours in the game, which is very good. It is a above average amount of hours in the game. They actually sent me a they sent me a message in the description here of their video. We get to pick here which video. You say that you love having me as background music when you play DBD and other stuff. So thank you. That's the point of my content. That's like the goal. Is I'm good background noise that's comforting and nice, so I appreciate that I'm hitting the mark there. You sent me 2 matches, and I get to pick. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to pick your Legion one, because I took a peek at the Death Slinger one, and it's on Larry's, and Rage Killers suck on Larry's. Rage Killers are really bad on Larry's. It's not impossible to succeed on Larry's as a Range Killer, but a large part of the map probably played a large part in why you lost. So it's probably better to look at your Legion game on the game. Is that Legion on the game? Legion game on the game, because you know there's a lot less work against you. I mean, the game is still one of the most survivor-sided maps in the game, but yeah, the Slinger game is probably map shenanigans. So yeah. Let's see, I notice you have a perk pack, so let me take a look. You have Brutal Strength, Fire Up, Devour Hope, and Infectious. Not a very powerful build. Not a very powerful build, but you know, that doesn't mean you'll necessarily fail. Hey, Alianis, how's it going?
Beyond all beliefs, like, Fire Up? Wouldn't you be losing if you have that perk? Yes.
Fire Up's fun.
Your point is?
It's a fun perk. It's just not a good perk.
I guess also, like, I guess it's like a, what is it? Like a, I know how to communicate. I am social. Another way to look at it, put it in this perspective. Fire Up is the equivalent of the rage mechanic in Friday the 13th.
It kind of is. You're not wrong. I wish it kind of was more powerful so it wouldn't feel that way, but you're right. It's a good analogy.
Because in Rage, where if you get your beat or like the match progresses.
Good. There's nobody. Always do that. Always do it. Always do what Gibbous just did. If you are Legion and you fail friends to somebody and like for some reason that person just starts mending right in front of you, especially in that situation where she's like kind of like doesn't have a lot around her, just don't let her do that. Don't let her mend in your face. Just smack her. Especially like in this situation where there's no other killer instinct around. Like, yeah, just don't let her do that. Unfortunately, it is the game, so there's like 10 million pallets everywhere. She doesn't drop that. What? Wow. Once again, you could have just been more. You could have hit that. You just had to be more patient. Yeah, you just could have been more patient. You definitely would have hit that otherwise. Small thing here. Small thing here. Always break the pallet on the side that forces them towards nothing.
I think she does this.
So she vaults this, and if you decide to break on this side, she has literally the entire map at her disposal. Or disposal? Disposure. At her disposal to loop, find another loop, you know, to do all that. Like, she can try to lose you. She has the entire map to her advantage here. She can do whatever she wants. However, if you had decided, after missing initially, to kick it on this side, she's literally in a corner. There's like literally nothing back here. She's literally in a corner. So she has her options are extremely limited if you break it on the other side. So I call this like purposeful kicking. I remember I made a video about this like a year and a half ago. Purposeful kicking. Always kick the pallet on the side that denies the survivor more resources. In this case, you kicked on the side that gave the survivor the most resources, whereas you kicked it while she's on, like, you know, here where she's running around the other side. That would have prevented her from being able to reach the rest of the resources. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think she got this.
Good night, Apple. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out.
Where was I? Oh yeah, Friday the 13th rage mechanics. Like if you get beaten the living shit out of, and also beating the living shit out of, and the match progresses like decently, or the match progresses it's just like in a natural thing.
I love
You
Fire
get, like,
13. It was fun.
Powered up a bit.
It wasn't balanced at all, but
That
it was
is
fun.
what I like about Fire Up. It reminds me of Friday the 13th. You're
That was
I
kind of
thought
scary.
I missed for a second.
Me too. I thought it
to be
also
honest.
missed. I was scared.
Best in yours. Go 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 go.
I hate the long screen so much. Good job noticing that right away, because she really tried to mess with you. What was that? What was that? Wait. What was that? What did you do? I mean, I guess it's not that huge of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but you just kind of like, it's like you stalled out there for a second. Like, what? That was weird. Good, you know multiple people around, so you're gonna frenzy. Person's probably gonna go for the hook save. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was, that was a free 5th hit down because everybody was in the same area. Yeah, if you'd been a little bit more patient, you definitely could have got that. Especially a friendship bracelet, that should have been guaranteed. Could have been guaranteed.
I desperately wanted to get that token that I threw that hard.
Suggestion, just completely related to anything, not anything you're doing around this match. Suggestion, Frank's mixtape, if you're, so you have Fire Up, you have Brutal, like you're going for a kick build. Frank's mixtape, very, very good Legion add-on that, you know, pauses the frenzy time while you're kicking things. Run that with like Nowhere to Hide and then like Overcharge or Cobb for your other 2 perks. Very, very fun kick build because it makes you like a heat-seeking missile. So you'll frenzy one person, run over, kick a gen, Nowhere to Hide shows you where that other person is, and it's not like you're wasting time because Frank's mixtape pauses your frenzy timer. Or it reveals, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go over frenzy them. It's like it snowballs really nice. It snowballs really nice. It keeps the flow going really, really well. It's just good. It's good. So if you like doing this whole, like, you know, I like kicking really fast as Legion thing, it's actually a build for that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I see you.
When survivors do that, they're baiting you. Like when survivors like click and BM, it's not always to be mean, it's because they want you to waste time with them. So just be mindful of that. Is like, you know, is this person intentionally trying to waste my time, and am I gonna essentially, like, it's like you're a fish on a hook, right? Like you see you're a fish in the pond, you see the hook, you gotta think like, is that worth that? Is that worth that? Am I gonna get pulled up? And, you know, are they fishing for fun? Are they gonna throw me back in the water, or are they gonna eat me? You know, like, you gotta weigh your options there. Why is she working on a Shin right next to you when you literally Legion? They're just waiting for her to say. They're staying grouped up a lot while you're Legion, which is probably why they're gonna, like, I don't imagine this going well for them. Friendship bracelet value? I don't imagine this going well for them if they continue to, yeah, if they continue to stay grouped up like that. Good job prioritizing the person you already hooked there. Very good. Slugging, because it's easy. He's already, small thing, in this situation, I would pick up Jill first, because you don't know if Jill has Unbreakable. So always pick up, just in general in the situation where you're gonna slug, if it's convenient, always pick up the person that you slugged first, because their Unbreakable will pop while you're hooking the other guy. Whereas if you just picked up that person first, then, like, you can obviously hook both of them. It's just it's a tiny efficiency thing that you should just practice. Good to know where that person is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought that was a smart play. I liked the fake out, but, like, flashlights are just really lenient now. So if you know a beamer person's around, you kind of can't do that. I liked that. That was a good play. Because, like, they're going to assume likely that you're just going to keep continuing your frenzy, right? They're not going to think you're going to go pick up out of nowhere. So especially with fire up, that was like Giga Brain. That's kind of just a good play on that Fang to just go, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get in position anyway. Like that was just good awareness on the Fang to like potentially see that like both your brains fired off at the same time. Like you didn't mess up there, I don't think. I think you made a great play, and then she just countered it because she also just knew what to do. She's just also a big brain. So yeah, in general, yeah, if there's flashlights around, especially with how lenient flashlights can be, like you always got to be prepared for that. But like, that's a good play on both your parts. Now here's the dangerous part. I see you going after her. I know she's I know she's you know, gotten a flashlight save on you, she's clicked at you, but like, you know, now she's moderately good at the game. She got that crazy flashlight save. Don't overcommit to her. Don't let her get under your skin. If you know she's moderately good, she's not a weak link. She's not even a moderate link, you know? So just be careful about letting that get under your skin. How did she even get there? I don't think she was literally just in the double, like the double pallet room. Like she wasn't that far away. Like I don't think anything sus at all happened there. Yeah, it could also be like background player or something like that. I don't think that was sus at all. Didn't even occur to me. Oh. David was hovering for people hovering. Nice! Nice job waiting out the, this is what I see a lot of Legion players do. Is they assume just because everybody's deep wounded all the time that they don't wait out dead hard. Because they're like, I'm just used to everybody being deep wounded and I don't have to worry about it. It's like, yeah, you still have to wait. You got to keep an eye on what's over here on the left. See if they're, they actually have deep wounds. So that was good.
That's a bad spot.
I'm also noticing, and I was gonna levy not even bringing this up because it may not have been an issue, but like infectious really doesn't do anything on Legion. It's not really a helpful perk for them. Like they don't get any extra snowball than like any other killer, like say like Oni or somebody like that can get a lot of value out of infectious. Not really a character that gets a lot of value out of it. So if you're looking for something to swap out of your build, I would swap out infectious. It's very greedy too. This is good that you're doing this even though they're injured because you know they're grouped up. Yeah, exactly. Don't let her do that to you. It's the game, so she has a lot of resources, unfortunately, but... Oh, she messed up. Oh, you looked away for the flashbang. I would have just hit her there. I would have just hit her there. Run through the flashbang and try to hit her.
First open.
I'm surprised you were far enough away for that to count. This looks like you're really close. So she has dead hard. Yeah, unfortunate. Using with certain killers. I did that one, Statty. I made a video series about like, you know, it was like 3 great perks on specific killers that have just synergies with their base kits, and that series just kind of didn't do well, so I stopped doing it.
Reading the ball rolling.
Like with there was a video I did. It was like it would be example like Nemesis, right? Like when Nemesis came out, I was like, okay, well, like 3 great perks for Nemesis, like Discordance, because the zombies actually, you know, go towards like procs like that. Like when there's a noise proc like that or Discordance proc, like they actually go towards it. So that synergizes with your power, especially if you're running double speed add-ons. Infectious is good, as well as any perk that allows you to know where multiple survivors are, because individual infects, or fresh infects as I like to call them, progress your tiers faster than infecting the same person or like hitting the same person over and over with your M2. So knowing where multiple people are around you and going towards grouped up survivors allows you to rank up your tiers quicker with fresh infects, like just stuff like that. But like the series just didn't do well, so I just kind of left it. Hey, Last Dark, how's it going? How are you, bud? Can you make that? I don't think you make that. Yeah, I don't think you make that. Well, a lot of people run mural sketch because even with the duration of Mischief Sleuth, it's usually not a lot. And the game's a really small map too. Game's a really small map. I know it's 2 floors, but it's a really small map. So it's like, if you can't even hit that with like Mischief List, it's like, yeah, like this is why I usually do it with mural for that exact reason. Because like even on a small map like this, like sometimes you just can't even get to people. Good, that's good then. Good luck. That was a good idea, but she wasn't there. Now she's in a really bad pallet, so you kind of just win this. You definitely could have won that. You were just impatient. Yeah, you were just impatient. You could, like, she was stuck there. She was stuck there. This was a free down. You're probably thinking like, okay, well I have 3 stacks of fire up and brutal, so I can just kick through it. It's like, well, you could have also just got the hit. You know, could have just gotten the hit. Yeah, because now this chase is extending way longer than it needs to. She could have just been down there. Now she's at a jungle gym. It's a good mind game. Ooh, she gets stuck. Yep. Yep. See, like, exactly. Like, what do you do? Like, you got infectious, but, like, what are you going to do about it? Go get 1 hit? Go start a frenzy and leave your slug on the ground to get picked up for free? Like, it doesn't really synergize with Legion at all. That exact hesitation you just had is why it's not really good on this character. You're like, wait, is this a good idea? No, I'm just gonna stay. Yeah, she already left. Going to the right. You saw it. You saw her go to the right. The scratch marks are all down the hall. Wait, you saw? Yeah, you saw that. You saw the scratch marks go this way. You know where she is. I'm sensing this is going to go really downhill because of Devour. I'm sensing that that's what's about to happen. Because you're getting close. Yeah, I'm sensing this is where this is headed. Okay, you're getting really close to that 4th hit. Friendship Bracelet, you should be able to get this, so you don't get clocked by the pallet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright. 5th hit, 5th hit, 5th hit, 5th hit, 5th hit! So satisfying. So satisfying. Yeah, like right now, like you already got your 5th hit down. Like you got infectious, but like what do you do? Like, cool, they're over there. Yeah.
You can get him to get that help and get position quickly.
Yeah, I have a sense that the reason you're gonna end up winning this is because of Devour. I feel like Devour's gonna about to come in clutch. Because they are doing really well. You're both playing well. Your mistakes are pretty minor. It's just like a good killer and a good team going against each other. Like your mistakes really aren't that egregious. And now you have your third stack. This is a very, very minor thing. Checking areas where gens already finished is kind of like I know you know they were vaguely over there, but like, checking areas, just general as a practice, checking areas where the gen's already finished is typically a waste of time because somebody else is probably on a gen somewhere else. That's why people like smart survivors, you'll see the smart survivors, what they'll do is they'll force you to take a chase or entice you to take a chase in an area where a gen's already finished, because there's no way that you can accidentally kind of put like kind of passive pressure on any of the gens that are actually needing to be done because you're just far away from them. Because you as a killer kind of have passive pressure just by existing. That's like what the Terrius is all about, right? You have passive pressure to make the survivors play a little bit more skittish just by knowing you were around, which is, you know, the point of stealth killers as well, as by denying you that info. But obviously, if, you know, the survivor leads you to an area where gen's already finished, like, clearly nobody's over there, right? Because there's no reason to be over there. So just be careful about that, like, checking or chasing into those areas. Unfortunately, you're too close to that. Oop, oh. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, second floor maps are annoying for, like, frenzies. Because, like, you may not have always access to the second floor where somebody is, or the first floor. Nice friendship bracelet value. Yeah. Oh, you end up in a wall, no.
I was facing a wall.
In that situation, I would just listen. I would listen to his, at that point, listen to his grunts of pain and try to follow those. That's what I would do in that situation. Don't try to just kind of like, oh, I'll remember where I was and go that way. Just like listen to him and see where he goes and then just follow the sound. More wacky? How? How's it gotten more wacky, Pidgey? They're still grouped up. I don't think this... They just should have split up. I don't know why they're staying grouped up so much. Yeah, I don't know why. Why are they still staying so grouped up? I guess it's a small map, so it's hard not to, but...
Anything's is dead.
Good.
So we just gotta get up here.
Dang. Dang. Dang.
Very sad. Let me get a listen in the chat for our Devourer.
They were doing really, really well. I'm surprised that this is going downhill for them. I think the main problem is that they just stayed grouped up against a killer that really benefits from people being grouped up. If they had split it out more, they probably would have had it. You didn't even have to give up there. You Legion, it's a match review. I'm not even playing. You can't even get mad at me for this one. It's a match review. I am guilt-free this time. Yeah, I think they just stayed grouped up too much. And you are a pretty good player. Like, honestly, for your hours, like, I would have guessed probably more like 2K. But not like 1200. You play fairly solid. Compliment fire, not in the recording, not live on YouTube. Not live on YouTube. No, don't make me compliment her live on YouTube. God. She wants to torture you? Yeah. Both of you do. Both of you do. Oh, fine. Fire, you're my favorite kind of weird. You're weird, but you're my favorite kind of weird. Yeah, now it's just a hatch game, so you just hang out downstairs. Yeah. Let's see what their builds were about. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell because of your Binding of Isaac thing. Which I don't mind. It just makes it kind of hard to see. Yeah, I kind of can't tell what those perks are, especially when they're that small. But yeah, that you played very solid. Like I said, I would probably say you were probably like more of a 2K hour killer just based on how you played. You played very, very solid. There was very, very minor things. Like, you got this 3K because, A, they stayed grouped up, which was a mistake on their part. But for the most part, you just played really solid. You didn't really make a whole lot of egregious mistakes. You left chases when they were too long. You cleared your pallets. You didn't leave strong pallets up. You weren't even using that crazy of a build, too. So, yeah, makes it harder to give you some takeaways because, like, you know, for this most part, this is a pretty good match. my main takeaways, obviously, like we talked about earlier, purposeful kicking. Kick pallets on the side that denies the survivor the most like access to other resources. So like at the beginning with that Jill where you had her in a corner behind a pallet, but you rotated to the other side and kicked the pallet and allowed her to essentially escape out of that corner. Kick the pallet on the side that keeps the survivor like away from the most resources or away from the majority of the map. That way they have less resources to work with. The second thing was just very minor. You missed a few hits because you were a little too excited. You just kind of were like, I want to hit him. I want to hit him. I want to hit him. You know, like you got a little excited and you whiffed a lot. Be a little bit more patient. A little bit more patient. Because like as we saw in that last match review we did, if you do that a little too much, your chase time goes up a lot, and that can be pretty scary. That can result in losses. So just be a little bit more patient with your swings and your hits. Otherwise, like I'm actually what I'm gonna do, and this will. I don't know if this will be a separate video or if this will be in this video. Probably be a separate video. But I'm actually going to go ahead and actually watch your Deathslinger game.